Alright guys, finally, like 2 or 3 weeks into open water fishing, I finally got my first bass. Nothing to write home about, but I'm pretty pumped. Sight fished them on a jig. They were super shallow next to some man-made rock. Ate the jig.
That's my way.
Alright guys, Rosie getting back at it. As you've seen, I got my first bass of the year here about 20 minutes ago, and as I get home today, we have the MTB Pro Box. So let's get into this box a little bit. Here I fish in New Hampshire, so that's obviously where this box was shipped to. So we're going to open it up and see what they sent us for some lures up here in New Hampshire, and hopefully they hit it on the head. So without further ado, let's get this beast open. So the usual measurement mumbo jumbo. You got your little dibbles, tips and tricks. A pretty nice little Catchco sticker here. We'll be sticking that one on the tackle. What is this? The contest and oh, sorry. This is the card. Tells you what all's in here. I mean, just based off the card, everything looks to be pretty legit. Don't think I'll be disappointed. All right. So first thing I can see in here that I really like is the lipless crank, the crawdad color. This is a thwacker, part of Carl's Baits. This thing I think up here in New Hampshire is going to work really well. I didn't have a lipless on last time I went fishing, but I would definitely will start fishing them now. We have like 100% open water south of Tilton here in New Hampshire, so the fishing will begin. Next thing I see that I absolutely love in here, jerkbait suspended. This jerkbait suspends 6 to 8 feet. Come on, now pull it together. Yeah, okay. So, excuse me? Nope, no chippies. You having chocolate?
No.
Yeah, look at your face. So, the jerkbait suspended. Last weekend, I went out for the first time on my boat, open water. Took about 5 hours of fishing, and at about the 4.5 hour, I got a hit on the suspended jerkbait, and he crushed it. However, I didn't have a good hook set and lost him about 10 feet from the boat. So that story doesn't even matter. But thanks for listening. Let's see. Next thing I'm probably going to use or want to use in this box, we got the Lunker Hunt. This is the Jolt 2.5. Looks like a good shad minnow imitation. This thing actually probably, okay, 2.5 depth. So just off the top of the water, it's a square bill. This thing's pretty nice. Definitely be throwing that on too. Probably put it on like some 10 to 12 pound fluorocarbon so that it gets a little further than 2.5 feet. But I'll definitely be tossing that. Looking forward to it. Let's see, what else we got here? We have the Bandit lures. It looks like another crankbait. This is the 200, so this one probably goes what? Yeah, 200, so it goes 4 to 8 feet. I mean, I've never really used one of these before. It was so small, but I guess thinking of it now, where I've seen fish on the graph from anywhere from 4 to 12 feet, probably be a good thing to throw out there in areas that are, 7 to 14 feet deep. So I'll definitely be giving that a try. Also here we got the football jig head. This is a Catchco jig. I just caught my first bass of the year off of a jig. It wasn't a Catchco, but it was a jig, and I was pumped. Yeah, so we got the jig head, football jig head. We'll definitely be throwing these things probably all year round. Lastly, things that catch my eye here. We got some Cabin Creek Bait Company 4 salty lizards. I will probably use these in tournament fishing. I fish in lakes where I've seen a lot of salamanders swimming to the top. I fished a tournament last year where Once I started throwing the salamander, I caught fish super quick, and some good sized ones at that. They didn't really put anything in the box for me to use these with, so this will you'll have to have your own hooks or your own setups for these, but I would definitely think they'll work pretty good. Don't mind the Bud Light. And lastly in the box, these are some Perfect Plastics KBDs, obviously with the coffee scent. These are, what, 4-inch? Yeah, 4-inch watermelon, red flake. They're really small. I could definitely see like Wacky rigging this, maybe even Nico rigging this. But again, they didn't put any of that hardware in the box, so you will have to have that stuff yourself. So, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. I want to thank, let's try that again. Without further ado, I want to thank anyone who watched this for watching it. Remember, that box was sent up here in New Hampshire, so if you live in New Hampshire, that's the stuff you're going to get. Sadie, don't ruin it. So, if you like this video, subscribe, like. I'll have more fishing videos coming out as the year progresses. Let's get that warm water, 50 degrees plus, and we'll be crushing some bass.